This podcast is dedicated to your personal and spiritual growth. Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by my podcast today. My name is Pamela Cummins, and today's topic is, does your future soulmate have to be spiritual? I can't tell you how many times I heard a single female client say to me, well, he's got to be spiritual. My soulmate has to have the same spiritual beliefs as me. I've even heard this from men. Not necessarily. It's not everyone's destiny to have a partner who has the same spiritual or religious beliefs as them. It feels like a lifetime ago that I did matchmaking for a couple years, but it wasn't my cup of tea, which is why I no longer do it. I had a very demanding client who said to me about a woman I set him up with. She was very nice, but she was Jewish. I'm Christian. You can understand, Pamela, the problems two different religions could cause. My response was, you never mentioned that during the interview, and no, I can't. My Jewish father married my stepmother, who is Protestant, and they've been together for 20 years. My sister married a Roman Catholic, and they are raising a child together. Both marriages are happy. So no, I can't understand why two different religions wouldn't work in a marriage. My client didn't have a response for that. And just for the record, they're still married today, many years later. Ladies and gentlemen, having the same spiritual belief doesn't always make happy relationships, but neither does having the same taste in music. I've seen many clients and friends date so-called spiritual men who've had plenty of unresolved issues. Those issues were low self-esteem, anger, addiction, and the list goes on and on. Personally, I dated a man who was very competitive about who was the better healer and whose spirituality was right. Just because someone's into spirituality, metaphysics, or New Age doesn't make them healthy and the right partner for you. The other thing I'd like to point out is there are more women into spirituality in the self-growth movement than men. I've done readings for a few clients where their spiritual male teachers took advantage of them. Of course, there are also couples who are spiritual that have wonderful relationships too. Many times, these couples who have the same spirituality are brought together to help heal the planet. In a session, my female client was complaining about her husband. My client was bothered by the fact that he often talked about sports with his male friends and went to games with them because she really disliked sports. At the time, my guides told her that it was only a stress reliever for her husband, but it's something he loves to do, and she must accept that about him. 20 minutes later, she said, I'm really into alternative healing and eating healthy. My husband just needs to accept that about me. In fact, he needs to start eating healthy and go for acupuncture. Talk about calling the kettle black. She expected him to change for her and wouldn't accept that about his love for sports. But he had to change for her and get into the same beliefs about healing as her? That's not fair. In love relationships, it's so important to accept that the person's going to be different than you. It's perfectly okay to have different religions, backgrounds, nationalities, spiritualities, careers, hobbies, and the list is endless. What matters is that you have similar values, good communication, treat each other kindly, be honest, the willingness to compromise, and both work at the relationships. Without the above qualities, it doesn't matter if they have the same religion or spiritual beliefs as you. In fact, without those qualities, the relationship will not be healthy and could fail. In closing, I would ask that you singles give that nerd, jock, or whatever a chance. You never know. They could turn out to be Mr. or Ms. Right. That came from my free ebook, Pamela's Love Collection, which originally was in the Love Channel column that I write for Belle Esprit magazine. You can get that free at all ebook stores or go to my website, www.pamelacummins.com. On my shop page, you will see my books and you can choose your favorite ebook distributor to download that from. Thank you so much for listening. Namaste, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.